I had to make choices, difficult choices. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for what will be day 4 of my Palette-Palooza. Today I am going to be getting out an older item. This is something that I gave a little bit of thought to because I was like, well, I want to pick something that I think is still available, and I think this is still available, and something that I quite remember enjoying, although I have not worn it for a while. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette, and this is one of those palettes that I feel like didn't really get the love that it deserved when it came out because they were releasing things like every 30 minutes. But I wanted to use it today, so I'm going to just jump in, get started. I've got some things that I need to do, and so, you know, we're gonna do eyeballs together. So I have my eyes primed already with the Juvia's Place eye primer, and I'm gonna scoot in so that you guys can see what I'm doing, and we're gonna get going. I remember liking this palette quite a bit, although I have not worn it in a hot minute, like I said before. This is a very sort of dramatic palette, so I expect the look I get today will be quite dramatic. At least I hope so, because who doesn't want that, right? I think I'm going to go ahead and start with Big Wig, which is the purple in here, and I'm going to put that on the outer corners of my eyes, and then I will probably go over that with the color Credit, which is a really nice sort of dark reddish brown, and we'll go from there. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, so we're just gonna get going. Press out those creases in my primer. I am getting the ColourPop Fade into Hue palette today, so you can expect to see that for tomorrow's video. At least I think so. It would have been here yesterday, I expect, but it got misdirected. And I don't know how that happens, but it does happen from time to time. This is a lovely purple. And I'm just using kind of a pencil brush just to keep it nice and focused and dark, really packing it on here. I almost did the Modern Renaissance palette because that was one of the first, I want to say one of the first red type palettes or red leaning palettes, and it definitely excited me when it came out because I felt like I hadn't seen anything like that before. I purchased it right away, and it continues to be one of my favorite palettes. It really does. But I feel like there's probably like a zillion tutorials and stuff out there using it. There's probably a zillion for the Jackie Aina palette too, but I did want to go ahead and use this. And what's going on there? Okay. I hope this isn't going to be another one of those disasters like I had the other day. I'm sure that was user error, not not the palette. So I am taking that same brush. I'm going to clean it off a little bit, and we're going to just kind of softly blend the edges of that. I will do more, but I feel like that, let's see, let's add a little bit more out here. I feel like that's one of the hardest things, is to like get the shapes relatively equal on both sides of the face. I'm going to take the color Ginger on a small blending brush, and I'm just going to put that on this inner part of my crease. This is a really pretty color. I like all the colors in here. I have not used all of them extensively, but I believe I have used all of I'm going to switch out my brush and use a natural hair brush here and see if that will make me happier. Not that I am unhappy, but sometimes, you know, if things aren't going on the way you think they should or aren't blending the way you want them to, sometimes you just need to switch your brush. I'm going to take that pencil brush again and I'm going to go into the color Credit. And I'm just going to put that kind of in this, along the lash line and in that outer corner, just to deepen it up a tiny bit. Not that it really needs it. That's a very good dark intense purple. There are like a million options in here for like a metallic or sparkly lid color, and I'm not going to do purple, but I'm seriously considering using the color Weegalese, which is a beautiful copper red sort of color. I mean, it's really stunning. I might put a little bit of one of the other like lighter colors kind of in the center of my lid. We'll see when we get there. For now, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glitter glue, glitter primer, even though this isn't strictly speaking a glitter. I do want it to stay nice and foiled looking and stuff, because I am going to attempt to put this on with a brush so that I can control the placement a little bit better. I'm just using the Too Faced glitter glue because it's what I have on hand right here next to me, and just sort of tap over where that's going to meet that dark purple. And I can always go back in with the dark purple or the dark brown and reapply that, re-intensify it if I need to, do a little additional blending, that sort of thing. I'm going to take that same brush and we're going to go in with Weegalese. All right, in order to get all of the, like, you can see that I don't have product in those sort of creases on my eyelid, so I am gently stretching my eyelid so that I can get in there and get that product in there. Normally you don't want to do a lot of stretching of the eyelid skin. I believe that this palette is about 2 years old, and I thought it was a limited edition, and it might be, but I think it is still available. I'm pretty sure I've seen it at Ulta. And I will, of course, link everything down below just so that you can find stuff a little bit easier. Not affiliated links, I've mentioned that before. Let's go back in with that purple big wig, and we're just going to tap that right over that outer corner again, and where those two colors meet. There's something in me that wants to go in with the color Supreme, which is a pink color, and add that kind of like just right in here where I put that ginger, which is kind of I feel like kind of blending into everything else that I have, which is fine, that's fine, but I do kind of want a little bit of I don't know, a little bit more of an impactful color there. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is a little guy here, a little brush. And I'm going to see if I can't pink that up a little bit. I think I'm going to take the color Sponsored, which is this amazing sort of duochrome green brown sort of thing. Now I have colors like this, I really do, but I'm just going to pick a little bit of that up and let's see if we can just kind of layer it over where those colors meet, just for a little something different. Oh yeah, I like that. See, this is the thing about a palette that is really good quality and has really good colors and all of that, is that it's so much easier to do your eye look. I mean, it really is. It's like I use a palette like this and I'm like, why do I struggle? Why do I struggle so much with some other palettes? You know, it really does have a lot to do with the quality, and I feel a little bit like Anastasia has kind of, oh, I don't know, dropped the ball maybe or something. I'm not sure exactly what, when it comes to like releasing stuff. So for a while there, they did a ton of stuff. It was really almost too much. It's nice to have a palette that is almost effortless. And I have a few palettes like that, I really do. But not all of them are like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off my makeup, finish off my eyes and stuff, do my hair, all that shit. And I will come back and maybe I'll do a few more swatches and we'll just kind of wrap this video up with a tidy little bow and we'll get on with our day. Alright guys, I will be right back. Alright, I am back and I've got the rest of my face on. Obviously, I'm not wearing anything new in particular today. I did pick up the Patricktaw Sculpt in Bronze Duo and I got the color originally, she's statuesque. I went back and I got the color She's Sculpted, and it's like the one shade darker. I think there are 3 or 4 shades, and I quite like it. So I thought I'm gonna go back and get the one that's just 1 shade darker, so that I have something for summer. Anyway, that's the one that I have on my face today. To the eye palette, this definitely has to be one of the prettiest palettes that I own. It absolutely is. I'm thrilled with the way my eyeshadow turned out. Let me do a few swatches for you, just because why not, right? All right, so we're gonna do the colors Soleil, Zam, Edges, and what was the other one I picked up? Doulas. I love that word. And there's the finger swatches, and these are, I mean, they're all really, really pretty. Now, I will say that Soleil and Doulas are relatively similar, but hopefully you can see those colors. Let's see, this one right here is Soleil and this one is Doulas. So this one's got a little bit more of a gold, greenish gold kind of tint to it. And I love the color Edges. It's the prettiest matte. I didn't use it today. I certainly could have. It would have fit right in, but you know, I only have 2 eyeballs and there's only so much room on my eyeballs, so I had to make choices, difficult choices. This is a palette that I can absolutely recommend to you. I like the look that I get every time I use it. It's been a while since I've used it though. It has been a couple of months probably since I picked it up, but that's not because of anything to do with the palette. It's because I've got a lot of crap in my collection. Again, I have to wonder at myself why I pick up a crappy palette or a palette that I know is going to be hit or miss, and I think you know the brand that I'm talking about. when I have palettes like this in my collection that are nearly effortless. They're not effortless because any kind of a look does take a little bit of time and effort, but it's so rewarding. And that's really all I have to say. I'm like I say, I'm thrilled with the look that I got today. I am going out, so I get to share this with the world. Yay! But I think I'm just going to leave it there for today, guys. Try to keep this a little bit shorter. Thank you so much for joining me today for day 4 of my Palette-Palooza. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it while you were watching. If you like to see looks like this, a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more colorful, especially on somebody that's a little bit older, I'm almost 52, then you just might be in the right place, and I encourage you to subscribe. Until my next video, bye guys.